Coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And Charlotte Hornets, 117 to 109 against the decimated Sacramento Kings. 1 minute they all was playing, and the next day they just forgot that they were supposed to play basketball. But we still got a game. The Hornets won it, so they go up 1-0 in the season series. They do play again later this month for the second game. Seems like the Sacramento Kings can care less if they win or lose. But that's reality for this team right now. 16 and 51, 11 and 23 is their home record. They was at home in this game. The Kings was. Charlotte, they go to one game above 500. Finally, 34 and 33, 20 and 16 on the road. Sacramento, 34 and to 30, and then they lost the second quarter 29 to 28, the third quarter 31 to 23, the fourth quarter 27 to 24. And the Charlotte Hornets, they had to work for it a little bit, but they eventually got it right before it was over, and they got the win. Miles Bridges did a good job defensively, and he did a really good job scoring the basketball. 31 minutes, 26 points, 11 to 15 from the field, 3 or 4 from the three-point line, 101 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 14 and plus minus. I mean, he did some small little things that can help tilt the game in your favor, and he was efficient from outside and inside, and that's what you would love to see from every game, and that's why he and his team has just been finding ways to do what's ever needed to be able to get the win. And other guys step up, other guys choose to attack differently. They all starting to figure out where they need to be at and where they should be at on the court, and how to benefit each other as best as they can while they're playing with each other. Musa, 34 minutes. He didn't care if he scored in this one because he only took 3 shots, but he ended up with 2 points because he made 1. He did get 10 boards. He didn't get a block, but he got a steal. He had 2 assists, 6 offensive boards out of the 10, and he had a personal foul and was a plus 15 and plus minus. I really like how he's been rebounding the basketball. That's what he's out there to do, and it's good to see that he takes it serious. Brandon Miller, 33 minutes, 20 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. I really liked the way he was scoring. I really liked the way he was attacking, even going to the paint and not shying away from contact. He also had 5 assists, even though it came with 3 turnovers. He also had 2 steals and 3 rebounds. He had 1 personal foul and was a plus 12 and plus minus. LaMelo Ball led him with 30, and a lot of his shots was really good self-generated shots or just playing off his teammates. It's supposed to get easier when you have good teammates, and you see him having a lot of fun out there because the wins are coming with it. He did have 6 rebounds and 5 assists, and he also had 3 turnovers, just like Brandon Miller, but he had 1 steal. And then he went 10 to 22 from the field, 6 to 13 from 3, and he went 4 of 4 from the free throw line. 1 personal foul and a plus 16 and plus minus for him. Con Knipple, 34 minutes, 24 points, 7 to 13 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Good 3-point shooting. He found ways to get open, even if he had to do it himself or when he first got the ball. He's like, I'm letting it fly. And he can just turn down threes and score the other ways too, whether that's getting to the basket in the mid-range or getting to the free throw line. He did all those things tonight. 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a plus 15 and plus minus. Xavier Tillman, he played 14 minutes, had 2 points. He went 1 of 3 from the field. He had 6 rebounds that ended up being the most off the bench. He had 3 assists. He also got dunked on, which was out of nowhere, but it can happen. If you're trying to go for that block, you better get it before they finish on you. 3 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 7 and plus minus. Pat Connaughton, 0 of 2 from the field. He missed his only 3. 1 rebound, no turnover, no personal fouls, and a plus 1 and plus minus. Kobe White, 20 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. 1 of 1 from the free throw line. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, and a block. 1 personal foul and a minus 4 and plus minus. Josh Green, 11 minutes. He ended up missing a 3. That was his only shot, though. He did have 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. And he had 1 personal foul that was a -12 in plus minus. And then you look at Zion James. He was pushing the tempo, he was pushing the pace, but it didn't really help him making shots. He went 1 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from three, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That jump shot was broken a little bit in this game, but he still did have 4 assists, so he was finding guys early and often. He did have 3 rebounds. He had 1 turnover and a steal. No personal fouls, and was a -10 in plus minus. Everybody tried to come in and do what they could to impact the game or do what they could to try to make as much of a difference as they can, because this game was a little close even in the end. And you're just happy that they was able to hold it down a little bit so the starters can get a breather and try to come in and close the game to the best of their ability, which they was able to do. The Sacramento Kings, everybody was out. They was playing yesterday. Then out of nowhere, they just couldn't play today. Precious Achiuwa, 30 minutes, he had 14 points. He attempted the three. He missed it. All his other shots was trying to be bumpy, rocky, and physical in the paint, which he ended up shooting good enough in this one, I'd say that. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds. 8 rebounds was the most on the team. He had 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block. 4 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and a -22 and plus minus. Renard, 25 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 blocks. The 3 blocks ended up being the most on the team. 1 personal foul and a -18 and plus minus. DeMar DeRozan, 41 minutes, 39 points. He went 17 of 22 from the field. He missed his only 3, went 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Didn't have too much of a problem with what he was doing. Somebody had to pick up with everybody being out, and he having a tough time of having no facilitators and no real get their own basket type of guys on the court with him. He took it upon himself to have the best game he could, and they was able to ride him for as much as they could, but it didn't result in the win. But this has been one of his best games this entire season, probably the best game this season. There's been so many of them that I watched, and it's good to see him return to form a little bit. He did have 4 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 turnovers. He had 2 steals and a block, 3 personal fouls, and a +3 and plus minus. Killian Hayes, 31 minutes, 11 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line. He had 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a -18 and plus minus. This is a good game for Killian Hayes. He got double figures, and he didn't miss much, and he set up his teammates. So this is a good look for him because he hasn't played that well since he's been a King, to be honest with you. But Nick Clifford did a good job getting to the basket. He did some perimeter shots. He went 7 of 16 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line for 18 points. That was a good night for him, and he was just attacking. So when he seen his teammates over, I ain't going to score this time, but I see him open, so let me give him the ball and see what he going to do and try to get some boards if I can. He had 2 offensive, finished with 4 total. He did have 2 steals and a block. He also had 4 personal fouls, though. Not that bad because he played 41 minutes. And Doug McDermott, he played 28 minutes. He had 6. He went 2 of 7 from the field. They all was 3-pointers. That's what he's always going to do for the most part. Didn't do the best at making them, but it's all right. He made a couple. He had 1 rebound, no turnovers, and a personal foul with a +7 and plus minus. Drew Eubanks, 15 minutes, 4 points. He scored around the basket, and he ended up doing a good enough job. He did go 2 from the free throw line. He probably want those back, especially because it was a close game. He had the most rebounds off the bench with 6. 2 assists, that was most off the bench, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a +9 and plus minus. Daquan Plowden, 30 minutes, 13 points for him. He made his threes a little bit tonight, so he keep trying it. We'll see if he can get it even better than he did tonight. But 3 of 7 is not nothing to sneeze at, and he also still scoring in the paint. That's what he's good at. He is strong and big and athletic. 5 of 11 from the field ain't that bad. 4 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a +3 and plus minus. 54% from the Kings field goal wise. The Charlotte Hornets shot 46, so the Sacramento beat them there. But they did shoot 32% from 3, and they allowed the Hornets to shoot 47. You making up a lot of that. What you're doing defensively can't happen. I mean, you can't have somebody shooting that good. Man, that's tough. But they also shot 94% from the free throw line, while the Kings shot 79. So those little swings ended up going in the favor of the Charlotte Hornets. especially defensively throughout the game. Some collapses, some miscommunication on the parts of the Kings ended up allowing them to give the Hornets a couple of chances to get the lead and find a way to put the lead up higher. 35 rebounds, and the Hornets had 41. They had 13 offensive rebounds compared to the 8 of the Kings. 24 assists for the Kings, 29 for the Hornets. 13 turnovers for the Kings, 14 for the Hornets. 6 steals for the Kings, 8 for the Hornets. And then 6 blocks for the Kings, 1 for the Hornets. And then 27 rebounds defensively for the Kings, 28 for the Hornets. 18 personal fouls for the Kings, 12 for the Hornets. And good game. Good game. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was a good watch. And seeing two young teams go at it, trying to showcase what they have and trying to see what they can do to possibly win a game was going good until they couldn't defend and they just couldn't stop what the Hornets was doing ball movement wise and what they were doing off the dribble. So the Hornets has been a team that if you try to do too much, they will expose you. They will find a shooter. They will score on you. They will get to the free throw line. They will get out in transition. This is a legitimate team in the NBA, and they're showing it, more and more, especially lately. So another victim of, if you think we're going to be easy to beat, if you think you can't bring your A game, the Sacramento Kings did everything they could, and they still could not hang with the Charlotte Hornets, and they ended up getting a loss in this one. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis too. If you didn't do it already, y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with more analysis.